Hi, John Worth here again, classical musician, conductor, and unreasonably committed Babymetal fan. First off, many thanks. About 3,000 so far, actually, to the folks who've clicked on episode one. I told my wife I'd only do a second one if at least five people viewed the first, and that only took a few minutes, so thank you for that. I've heard good things about the one as a community, and you guys really blew me away with that. It makes sense. I mean, as kind of committed and enthusiastic as the girls are, their fans ought to be as well, right? I know I haven't replied to all the comments yet. I've been kind of up to my neck in busted flutes for some reason. This week has been busy. And then episode 2 has been a lot more work than I expected. I take notes, and after about a week, my combined notes came to 12 pages of 1/2 inch margin, single space, 12 point type. And that would have made for a very long video. Very boring, too, I think. It turns out this question of like what makes Sue Sue has many layers to think about, and unfortunately, not thinking isn't always an option. 95% of a conductor's time is spent thinking about music. And so after all these years, I'm just terrible at not doing it. Can't really help it anymore. But here we go with episode 2 of Metal with a Girl's Heart: Courage, Kindness, and the Kawaii Throwdown. It sounds like a dumb cliche, but it's true that the whole point of music is emotion. I mean, all the arts are about making the audience feel something, telling them a story, taking them on a mental journey, something. It might be life-changing, or maybe just make them want to dance. So when it comes to figuring out how a vocalist conveys emotion, it's more than just the voice. They're an experience, particularly for a fan, a combination of not only the voice, but also their expressiveness, their stage presence, if they have an interesting backstory, anything else you know about them, all just rolled into one. So when it comes to Sue, I love her voice, and I love the softness and warmth and joyous energy of the girl's heart of Babymetal. But one of the most fascinating elements of the Suzuka Nakamoto experience is her raw courage. And I want to look at Babymetal's performance of, I'm going to try to get this right, Ijime, Dame, Zettai, hereafter referred to as IDZ to save my sanity, at Sonisphere in 2014. It's an excellent example of the girls' no fear attitude and the performance that won them my heart for good. I almost forgot. Before starting, I want to put in a plug for AJ Hartley, at Andrew Hartley. I'll put a link in the comments. He's an author, a literature professor. He has a background in Japanese language and culture, and has, give or take, twice as many IQ points and about 100 times more knowledge about Babymetal than I do. He's a YouTube treasure for the Kitsunes, and his videos are outstanding. They really may change how you think and feel about Babymetal's music. Do yourself a favor and check him out. He's great. As usual with Babymetal songs, you don't need the exact lyrics to understand them, but it always helps to have a general idea. IDZ roughly translates as "no more bullying forever." And why not? I mean, what metal festival doesn't have teen girls singing an anti-bullying song? Am I right? Now forward, into the past. Hi, it's pre-Babymetal fan John here again. I've been hearing a lot about this gig. If I have the story straight, it's their first major performance outside Asia. They're on the main stage at some big UK festival, which possibly has a reputation for hooliganism, up to and including throwing bottles filled with unsanitary contents at the stage if they're not happy with the group. These girls, this sea of metalheads, super confused, no idea. I mean, an hour ago, they had no idea these girls even existed. And now they're going to watch them at this show. I think this was very irresponsible of the Babymetal management. I mean, what, maybe 9 out of 10 alternate timelines, this thing goes seriously sideways? Okay, let's check this thing out. The Union Jack Babymetal logo. You gotta like that. I'm not sure about a slow intro with this crowd. These people are... I don't know what kind of frame of mind they're in, and whether they're ready for pretty girls and pretty pianos. You can lose a crowd, and if you lose a crowd like this, I'm worried what might come of it. Okay, that's fine. If they were gone anywhere, they're back now. Yeah, it's the over-caffeinated elementary school girls again. They're back. Reminds me of our neighbor's kid who used to have to run laps around the yard when she got too excited. Couldn't hold it in. These girls could power a small city. Oh, just little dynamos. Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. Yui skirts coming unraveled. So, I mean, they're all acting like they're cool with this, but and particularly the younger ones, I mean, they have to be nervous, right? I mean, there's no way they're not nervous. These two may not be old enough to drive, but they are pros. Check Moa's face. You think she's scared? I'll bet she could handle anything as long as Sue Metal is in the zone. Somehow I think Moa would follow Sue through the gates of hell with Dimples armed and dangerous. Ooh. Careful with those jumps. The little ones may be scared, but she ain't scared of nothing. What do you bet when she was born, she just popped out and started doing a show for the doctors and nurses? Look at that face. I have you people right where I want you. That's not a woman with an entire crowd in the palm of her hand. It's a child with that same confidence. I love this girl so damn much. More quiet stuff. I don't know, is that the best idea? Say what you want about you, kid is a pro. I'm not letting this bug her. I'm not sure why this is touching somehow. I don't know. Uh-oh. Now we're getting after it. Oh. The world's most adorable fist fight. Or some sort of cage death match between two hyperactive koala bears. I read somewhere that Moa likes koala bears, right? I love Bo's facial expressions. He always looks either so zen or just so happy to be there. I think he would be a fantastic guy to have in your band. And I think the guys in the band really love these girls. I do. So, 3 teenage girls have agreed that bullying is bad, and I feel a tear in my eye. I'm not sure how they do that. Might as well get used to the Babymetal magic. They can just take you one step further up the emotion meter than you think they can. And you'll find pages of comments by people who feel the same way, and even some reactors get a tear in their eye. I've decided they have some sort of spell, maybe, they cast. I mean, I used to be a mathematician way back in the day, and I did logic for a living, and logic has failed me to explain Babymetal, so I guess magic's all there is left. Oh, come on. Come on now, girlies. It's a little cocky. I mean, an hour ago, these people didn't know who you were. Are you just assuming they're all converted at this point? To be fair, a lot of them are. That was the first time they sounded like little girls this whole time. That yell there at the end. See you. Hi. Whatever happened to thank you, good night? See you. I don't know, man. It's just so much joy. I mean, think about what we just saw, right? I mean, any sensible person would be wetting themselves up there. But there's never any sign on any of their faces that this moment is too big for them. I mean, even as Yui is powering through this ongoing wardrobe malfunction, they are small but mighty beings. Is it SMOL now that the kids say? Can't keep up with the kids anymore. So at the end, though, you've got this crowd of metalheads chanting, "We want more, we want more." It's hands down one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen. I don't respect these girls' courage. I am in awe of it. I mean, men like to talk about bravery as having balls. Yeah, I got big balls. But sorry, guys, got to tell you, biggest brass pair at this festival belongs to someone who's barely over 5 feet tall, only weighs 100 pounds if she's carrying her luggage, and she's 6 effing years old. Step aside when the queen walks past, boys. Step aside, step aside. I just realized we spent 6 minutes criticizing bullies instead of idolizing them. A nice change of pace. Hey, red shirt guy, you still out there? If I like this, does it mean I don't like real metal? I'm not sure we ever did. I mean, it was cool when Led Zeppelin was considered heavy metal, and I still crank up the radio whenever Black Sabbath comes on, but I mean, at least Ozzy isn't just bellowing. He's doing whatever you call that second cousin of singing that he did. I mean, I just get tired of the doom and gloom and the shrieking profanity. And as a wise man once said, I love the idea that she's singing about a 15-year-old girl going to a concert instead of like anger and alienation and screaming fuck 27 and a half times. It just makes me happy. I want to form a metal band with like earth-shaking music, high-quality vocals, and positive themes, and call it Tectonic Uplift, which is the worst geology joke you'll hear this week, unless it's the only one, in which case it'll also be the best. But what that would be in a male baby metal, right? And I don't think it would be accepted because, you know, it wouldn't be growling or anger and alienation and screaming fuck 27 and a half times. Either way, I think I'm starting to fall hard for these girls. How does that work out? Soon your heart will no longer be your own. Strangely, I'm good with that. I mean, it's not like we're going to be going to Summerfest or anything. About that. Welcome to the one, son. So it turns out I love Suzuka Nakamoto because what the hell else would I do? Everyone should, whether they like her music or not. I mean, but it does put some science behind the sort of next level emotional effect of baby metal. I mean, for me, their courage and spirit, it helped find a way into my heart. Now everything they perform is more emotional because of how I feel about them. Same thing may happen to you. So may you all be well this week and be kind to each other, because next time I want to check out Moa Metal, the Angel of Love. And she won't like it if you've been mean. See you.